Bonjour à tous and welcome back to the vlog. If you're new here, I'm Tiff. I'm an American living in Paris and I'm bringing you another day in my life. This time we're doing things a little bit differently, so I have my girl Paige with me.
Hey guys, it's Paige.
So Paige is an American YouTuber who's based in London, and definitely make sure to check out her channel if you haven't already. She shares awesome content about her life in London. So we decided to do a really fun collab with you guys, showing you a day in the life in Paris versus a day in the life in London. So we're going to be switching back between Paris and London for you guys to see both cities. And we're actually both going to go to a landmark in our respective cities. So of course for me in Paris, Paige is going to be going to a landmark in London, but the catch is you won't know where we're going to until the end. So throughout the video, as we're making our way to the landmark, we're going to be giving you guys clues to where we're going to. So whenever we give you guys a clue to where we're going, definitely drop in the comments below where you think we're going to. And at the end of the video, you can see if you guessed right. So Paige, how you doing? You ready?
Yeah girl, I'm good. Ready to go.
Cool, let's get going. So I'm about ready. I just need to throw a jacket on. It's actually kind of cold outside. And for me, the very first fact that I'll give you, or the very first clue, is for those of you guys who have been following my content for a while, I have not yet gone to this landmark in any of my day in the life videos.
Okay, so for my first clue of the day, this landmark is often confused by tourists for a completely different London landmark.
Alright, I got another one for you. When it was first built, Parisians and artists hated it. They even started a petition for it to be taken down. They thought it ruined the beauty of Paris.
Okay guys, so I am back with the second clue. Over 50 designs were submitted for this landmark, and the City of London Corporation held a competition for the design.
Another clue I have for you guys is that it shrinks in the winter and it grows in the summer.
Hey guys, so it's time for my next clue. It took 432 construction workers 8 years to build this landmark.
So another clue that I have for you guys, which I thought was kind of crazy and something that I just found out, is that around 2007, a woman with an objects fetish actually married it and switched her last name to the name of the landmark. Crazy. Oof, any guesses yet? Gosh, so many stairs in Paris everywhere, especially at the train station. So when you guys are coming, keep that in mind. You are not going to want to lug stuff around the stairs. Oh. All right, so I was going to take you guys straight there, but I am so thirsty. I need to grab a water bottle. Whew. God, maybe I should grab a snack too. I always do this when I come to the grocery store. Should I get something? Ooh. All right, I didn't do it. I didn't grab a pastry, but I need to find a water bottle. This is a really big Carrefour. Let's see, maybe down here. So I just grabbed this. Now we will be on our way. Paige, how you doing?
I just had to stop briefly to make sure my eyelash was still on because whew, it is windy today in London. Okay, but on to the next clue. This landmark was built to look much older than it actually is. If you didn't know, you would think that it was built during the medieval times, but that's just not true. It was actually built to match its much older neighbor, the Tower of London.
All right, and I realize I haven't given you guys a clue in a while. So the next clue is it was originally built as the entrance to the World Fair in Paris, I believe in like 1889. Ooh, Tiff is coming through with the clues, coming through with the facts on this landmark right now. I wonder if any of you guys guessed it yet. Oh my God, I may or may not have just stepped in dog crap. Thank you, Paris. All right, now we're getting super close. I don't know if I can hide it for much longer. So I think you guys might be able to see it. Ooh, but we're getting there. I haven't been here in so long. I actually used to live really close to this area, and I haven't been back in a while because it's kind of far from where I live now. But it's been quite a while, so it's nice to be back. I actually used to meditate around here too, dreaming of my future life in Paris. Also, I'm like 99.9% sure that you guys have guessed it by now. You might have just caught a little glimpse of it.
This landmark is used by over 40,000 people per day. That's a lot of people, y'all.
All right, so then the very last clue for those of you guys who haven't guessed yet and can't see it behind me is that it was supposed to be taken down after 20 years, but then they put an antenna at the top of it to conduct wireless signals. I'm sure you guys have all guessed it by now. There she is. There she is, the Eiffel Tower.
Okay guys, so it's time for our final clue. In case you haven't guessed it already, or you don't see it right behind me. This landmark used to be a lot less colorful. It was actually painted red, white, and blue back in 1977 to celebrate the Queen's Silver Jubilee. Before that, it was just a plain brown. Did you guess it correctly? It's Tower Bridge, y'all.
So I made it to the Eiffel Tower. It's been quite a long time since I've been here, honestly. I actually used to live around this area. As I was saying earlier, I used to live in the 15th, so I used to kind of walk over here a lot. Actually really nice right now. There honestly aren't a lot of people here, which is kind of nice, but yay. She is such a beauty. You can see her over there. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's crazy that I haven't yet taken you guys around here in any of my day in the life videos. I feel like I'm always like around doing other things. But this is a really nice spot to just sit, relax, and enjoy the view of the Eiffel Tower. So again, I'm at Champs de Mars. Actually, I'm gonna take off this jacket. It's like one of those days where it's not really hot, but it's also not like super cold. All right, that is much better. But yeah, I literally used to sit over here and journal just about like my dreams and bonjour.
Are you the YouTuber?
Yes!
Like,
oh my gosh, sorry, it got cut off a bit, but this French guy just came up to me and was like, oh my gosh, are you that YouTuber? So sweet. So Swan, if you're watching this, thank you so much for stopping by. He was so sweet. He has dreams of actually studying in Boston, which I think is really cool. And I'm realizing a lot of French people actually really like Boston. I think it gives them European vibes, and it's also not as like crazy as New York City. Because a lot of people, like when I tell them I'm from Boston here, they're like, oh my gosh, like I love Boston, or I want to go to Boston. So cool. But as I was saying before, I did used to come over here and journal just about like future plans in Paris and things like that. I actually brought my journal with me today, so I'm gonna do some journaling as well. But it's just nice to be out and about.
I actually don't think I've visited this landmark since I first moved to London in 2019, so this is actually pretty cool, guys. When it's nicer weather outside, people will actually sit on this lawn here and have picnics. It's really cute. So my plan was to sit down and hang out for a bit, but in true London fashion, it is now starting to rain. And I did want to give you guys a little bit of follow-up on my first clue. So a lot of people actually think that this is London Bridge because it's the prettier one of the two. This is in fact Tower Bridge. And also in true London fashion, now the sun is out. I can't keep up. I can't keep up.
Oh, and also, what did you guys think about the facts that I gave you in the clues about the Eiffel Tower? Honestly, some of them I was shocked by. Like, I literally had no idea that in 2007, a woman married the Eiffel Tower and actually changed her last name to, I think, Eiffel or something like that. I need to look back and see what the article said. But when I saw that, I was like, what? And I think the last thing that I personally didn't know was that the Eiffel Tower shrinks in the winter and grows in the summer. And they say, I'm going to read this right off of Google. So it says, it's a natural physical phenomenon called thermal expansion. heat causes an increase in volume that makes the Eiffel Tower a few centimeters taller, which is crazy, right? And then it also says that steel contracts in the cold weather, so that's why it is shorter in the wintertime. I was like, wow, that's crazy. So it's constantly shrinking and expanding as the seasons change. I was like, that's really interesting. Did any of you guys know that? Because I personally had no idea. Oh, so that was so nice. I love sitting here. I love this park. And now, y'all, I really gotta pee. So au revoir to the Eiffel. Until next time.
So it was just pouring raining, but luckily it stopped for a few moments. I probably won't be out here for too long, y'all, but I really did enjoy my walk here to Tower Bridge today.
And guys, that's pretty much a wrap on our day in the life in London versus Paris. Paige, thank you so much for sharing your day with us today.
Thank you so much for having me, Tiffany. It was so much fun making this video with you today.
Actually, you guys should head to Paige's YouTube channel after you watch this video because we just did a really cool Q&A about life in Paris versus life in London. So that's it from us, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.